And welcome back to GTU, everybody. Tuesday, January 4th, 2022, 9:20 p.m. in Newport, North Carolina. Our next guest had her life changed forever in a matter of seconds when an impaired driver traveling in the opposite direction hit her head on. They collided at a combined speed of 120 miles per hour. Joining me now with her incredible story of survival and grit and inspiration is Brittany Cass. She is in Hawaii this morning. Her husband is in the military. Hi, Britt. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for having me this morning.
And early there in Hawaii, so we do appreciate you chatting with us. It's a miracle that you are alive. What do you remember about that day almost 2 years ago?
I remember traveling home from my church meeting that I was attending, and my husband was actually on the phone, Bluetooth, and I was telling him about the meeting, and I pulled over to get gas, and that's the last thing that I remember. So having my husband hear the crash itself on the phone has been challenging for him as well in this recovery. We have since been on the long road of healing and navigating life with the trajectory of our lives changed because someone else's choice to get behind the wheel of a car and drive drunk.
So, Britt, this intoxicated driver hits you. He's going the other way. You collide at this combined speed of 120 miles per hour. We could see the damage to both of the vehicles. What were your injuries? An
ambulance was called immediately on the scene, and a helicopter was called because the assessment of each car started happening, and the front door of my car, the side door of my car had to be taken off. The whole dash was encompassed in my legs, and I was assessed right there on the road, and I had broken both of my femurs, my tailbone, shattered my right knee, my left hip, and was life-flighted to a Trauma One hospital for life-saving abdominal surgery. They had to remove a part of my small intestines and repair my colon, and I had a traumatic brain injury and then was left in a coma for 5 days.
Britt, you've had a total of 8 surgeries, thousands of hours spent, I'm sure, in the hospital, and you are still fighting for a better quality of life, but you are determined to bring awareness. Why speak publicly about what happened? Why is that important to you?
I just felt the pull too. I felt that there needs to be change, and with someone that is determined to bring awareness to say, hey, this is what happened to me and to my family and to my children, to my husband, and to create change within the community. We are a part of the military family, and so that alone, the stigma within the military is huge. Alcohol, parties, drinking for fun, and so it propelled me to want to create change within that environment as well as within our community. We had such a great support system in North Carolina that rallied around us. Our community came together, and I was able to create a nonprofit, Like Britt, and to donate $10,000 to MAD last year, Mothers Get Drunk Driving, and to get 2 billboards up in the state of North Carolina along the crash route, just to create change, to maybe help someone that is interested in drinking. That's fine, but do it responsibly, and to know that there's help out there. There's Lyft, there's all these other Ubers and friends. I will come pick you up, so just to just help one person not have to go through the pain and heartache that our family has had to go through is the why.
This is such a good time of year to talk about this. All of those holiday parties coming up. Your message is do not drink and drive. Your nonprofit, Bold Like Britt. This is bold for you. Is it still tough to talk about? How do you get through those hard days, Britt?
Looking at my kids' faces, honestly, they're little still, and I'm just so grateful to have the many miracles that we've seen throughout these past 2 years. The miracle of life, the miracle of friendship and rallying of family, and the incredible surgeons that we've been able to get to know and to pray over their hands to help heal my body as we're navigating. It is hard. It still is. I still get emotional talking about it because it literally is my life, and it's changed, and this is not something that I would have ever imagined or painted a picture for myself, but I'm grateful to speak for those that no longer have their voice, that we do in remembrance of walks and an honoring of, and I am here to use my voice that I'm to help create change.
We're looking at some of those billboards that you have up now, and of course you speaking at several different spots there, I'm sure, in North Carolina. Tell us how you are now. What's next for you and your recovery?
Now we have the fortunate opportunity to live in Hawaii. My husband is a C-130 pilot for the Marine Corps, and so we are here on orders. And so Hawaii is hopefully going to be healing for us and for our family. I'm still navigating, trying to find the right medical team of doctors out here. I still go to rigorous physical therapy 3 times a week with aquatic therapy in the pool, as well as 2 times in the clinic, and then still managing pain, but I'm motivated and I'm driven to my goal this year on the 2-year anniversary is to walk a 5K. I'm a runner. I say I am because I before the crash would run an average of 40 miles a week, 1,000 miles a year, and so just to have that mindset is still ingrained in me, and that grit and that determination to get my life back. Maybe not back, but to figure out what this new course of life is going to look like for us, and to help my kids heal through the trauma, and just to be together and to recognize the miracle of life.
Well, Britt, you are a survivor, my friend. Happy holidays to you. Thank you for sharing your message. If you would like to follow along Bold Like Britt and check out her charity organization, the info is on your screen. Of course, Mothers Against Drunk Driving right there too as well. And please, over the holidays, Britt's message, Lyft, Uber, all that information on your screen. Do not drink and drive. Your life can change in a second. Thank you again.
Thank you.
We'll be back after this short break.